The dishwasher who refused to quit the kitchen clock showed 2:47 a.m. when Elena finally hung up her apron. Steam still rose from the industrial dishwasher as she grabbed her worn backpack, the same one she'd carried since fleeing her homeland with nothing but hope and $200. For 3 years, Elena Martinez had scrubbed plates at Bistro Grande, sending every spare dollar to her 2 children back home. The other kitchen staff barely acknowledged her existence. To them, she was invisible, just another pair of hands washing dishes. But Elena had a secret. Hidden in her backpack were textbooks on business management, borrowed from the library. Every night after her shift, she'd sit in the 24-hour McDonald's down the street, studying by the fluorescent lights while nursing a single coffee for hours. "Mama, why don't you come home?" her 8-year-old son would ask during their weekly video calls. "I miss you." Elena's heart would break a little more each time. "Soon, mijo. Mama's building something for us." The turning point came on a busy Saturday night. The restaurant's manager had a meltdown. 2 servers called in sick. The kitchen was backed up and angry customers were walking out. Elena watched the chaos unfold from her dish pit. "This place is falling apart." The owner, David Chen, shouted in frustration. Elena did something she'd never done before. She stepped out of the kitchen. "Mr. Chen, I have an idea." David looked at her, startled. In 3 years, the dishwasher had never spoken to him directly. Elena's English was still imperfect, but her passion was crystal clear. "I watch this restaurant every night. I see problems, I see solutions. You need better system for busy nights, better training for staff, better communication between kitchen and front." David listened, amazed, as Elena outlined a detailed plan for streamlining operations, complete with diagrams she'd sketched on napkins. "Where did you learn this?" he asked. "I study every night. I have business degree from my country, but here I wash dishes and I learn your ways." David was quiet for a long moment. "Elena, would you be willing to help me implement these changes as my operations consultant?" 6 months later, Elena stood before a room full of restaurant owners, sharing her turnaround strategies. Bistro Grande had increased profits by 40% and earned its first 5-star reviews. Elena's consulting firm, Phoenix Solutions, now helped struggling restaurants across the city. The day she finally brought her children to America, Elena drove them past the McDonald's where she used to study. "This is where Mama learned to dream in English," she told them. Her son looked up at her with wide eyes. "Were you scared, Mama?" Elena smiled, remembering those lonely nights, the ache of separation, the moments she almost gave up. "Terrified, but I learned something important. Fear and courage aren't